What's going on, everyone? oTiempo here, and welcome back to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are trying something new. That's right, today I'm going to be doing my first ever tier list, and I thought what better way to start it than doing something I love, and that's my Marvel movies. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on the screen, I got every single MCU movie here listed and a tier list ranking through S tier all the way to D tier. Now, before we get into it, I just want to let everyone know that this is my opinion. You guys are entitled to your opinion. This is just how I would rate them. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the most obvious ranking there is on this list, and that is by putting the Incredible Hulk on D tier. By far the worst MCU movie on this list. It was terrible. I've seen all of these movies multiple times. This one I've seen twice. And the second time it was because I was watching it through with Assy. First of all, Edward Norton, terrible job, in my opinion. I think Mark Ruffalo is an amazing Hulk, and he just did so much better playing the role. Second of all, I just didn't think the movie was that entertaining. That's why it's so low on my list. Moving right along from now on, we'll go from what's here listed first all the way to the end, which I believe this is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now, in my opinion, as far as sequels go, it was pretty good, but I can't put it above the first one. I thought the first one was really funny. That's when I started to see that the MCU is going to kind of have like that sort of comedic role as well as the action thriller type movie. And the Guardians of the Galaxy saga is really entertaining in my opinion. So where I'm going to put this for now, I'm going to put it on B, just solely because I know there's better movies out there, and at the end we can always rearrange it. So moving right along, the first Ant-Man. Ant-Man was a good movie. It was also funny. I love Paul Rudd. Michael Pena is hilarious. It was just altogether a great movie, very entertaining, had that same sort of comic relief in there. Do I think it was better than Guardians 2? Oh man, I'm going to put the first Ant-Man, I'm actually going to put it in A tier for right now. Again, we can move everything. All right, next we got Avengers Age of Ultron. See, now as far as the Avengers movies go, this was the second one in the kind of everyone getting together. I thought it was, it was well put together. I can't say I enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed the first Avengers. I wish they would have put the first Avengers on this list first, but it was still really good. I gotta say, I love all of these movies besides the Incredible Hulk. I cannot stress that enough. But for Age of Ultron, I think I'm going to put that in B tier, and I'm actually going to put it underneath Guardians Volume 2 for right now. Now, the first Avengers. Now, let me tell you, I remember sitting in the theater watching this movie for the very first time, seeing all the heroes that I love come together in one movie was just phenomenal. I enjoyed it. I've seen this movie multiple times. I will continue to watch this movie and be amazed every single time. I thought the story work between Thor and Loki, the little battle between them was amazing. I liked how everyone came together at the end to fight the alien war. Just an altogether great movie. I'm going to put Avengers, the first one, in A tier in front of Ant-Man if it'll let me. There we go. So whatever movie's further left on their specific row, that's where they're going to rank. So right now I got the first Avengers in front of Ant-Man, and I got Guardians Volume 2 in front of Age of Ultron. All right, so next we got Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, this one, again, it's Ant-Man, Paul Rudd, Michael Pena, love him. I don't think it was as good as the first Ant-Man, in my opinion. I honestly I'm probably going to put this one behind Guardians Volume 2, but in front of Avengers Age of Ultron. I like how the end credit scene kind of sets you up for Endgame. I really enjoyed that part, but I think I'm going to stick with putting it in B tier in between Guardians Volume 2 and Age of Ultron. Now, Black Panther. I love Black Panther. First and foremost, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, an amazing actor. He played the role perfectly. I enjoyed that movie through and through. I think the placement of this movie, the way it came out in theaters, was perfect, because I've talked to people who say, Black Panther wasn't all that, and it's because they watched Infinity War before Black Panther, and I watched Black Panther before Infinity War, and Infinity War was such a great movie, and I think it just took away from how great Black Panther was. Not for me, for some people, because I love this movie. I'm just saying, seeing Infinity War first and then going back and watching this, it could kind of, mess with the way you feel about the movie. But for me, Black Panther, an amazing movie, well put together. Chadwick Boseman, like I said, rest in peace to him. All the other casts were phenomenal. I'm going to put Black Panther. Ooh, is this the first S tier? I don't think I can do it. I'm going to put Black Panther in the first slot in A tier. Okay, so Captain America: The First Avenger. Ashley really likes this movie. Every time we talk about watching a Marvel film, she always brings up the first Captain America. It's a really good one. Obviously, it's a really great story. I thought the like the editing, or like the CGI, whatever you call it, of putting his face on someone a lot more scrawny, it was pretty obvious, and it sometimes it was kind of weird, but the story worked, obviously, because going from that small scrawny kid to Captain freaking America, it was amazing to watch. And then obviously Red Skull and all that in between was it was a good story. I think as far as ranking goes, let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna have anything in C tier. I'm telling you, just this Hulk right here, man. I should make another tier, shouldn't have been made. But anyway, so First Avenger, I think we're gonna put it in A tier. We're gonna put it in front of Ant-Man right there. I think that's perfect for me. Okay, Captain America: Civil War. Loved this movie. Iron Man versus Cap. The two teams they had, the battle, the introduction of Spider-Man. Amazing. I loved this movie so much. Leave a comment down below if you were Team Iron Man or Team Captain America. I was Team Iron Man, and we technically ended up winning because who ended up in jail? Spoiler alerts, but it's been years, so if you haven't seen it, then fuck you. I'm just kidding. But yeah, loved Civil War. I'm going to put Civil War the first slot in A tier, above Black Panther. Like I said, it was just amazing. All the battles, you had Vision, you had Scarlet Witch, you had Spider-Man. It was just amazing. Bucky obviously got hurt in this film, but it was just all around great movie. The kind of antagonist or villain, if you will, he I thought he did a great role, kind of having that backstory with his family and everything. I thought that was well put together. All right, next we got Captain Marvel. See, now Captain Marvel is probably one of the ones that I've seen the least, besides Hulk. I'm gonna say it again, terrible movie. But some people really didn't like Captain Marvel. I thought it was good just to kind of fill in the story. She needed her own story because she's a very strong character, and she had a hand in defeating Thanos. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as some of these here. For me, it's definitely going to be on B tier. I don't think I can put it down on C, but honestly, it might be C. I'm gonna keep it up a B right now. We'll go back through, like I said, we'll readjust everything, but right now it's gonna be the last one in the B tier. All right, Thor: The Dark World. Oh man, I love Thor. Honestly, it took me a while to honestly love the character Thor. Chris Hemsworth, amazing actor. Really enjoy him as Thor. When they started making him a little more funny, that's when I started liking him a lot more. Like in Ragnarok and the other movies. For the Dark World, though, honestly, I it was good, but honestly, it probably wasn't one of my favorite ones. Obviously above Hulk, but I'm going to put Dark World in front of Captain Marvel. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna put it in back of Captain Marvel. So it's the last slot in the B tier list. All right, Doctor Strange. This was a good movie. As you liked this one too. Doctor Strange, I think his abilities are awesome. I like how, he at the beginning of the movie was kind of like this know-it-all, kind of cocky doctor, and then he got a reality check, but ultimately it was probably like his life plan to be moved in that position. And I thought, the way he worked his way up and he didn't give up, and then, the all the powers and stuff in this movie, the effects, very well done. I think I'm going to put Doctor Strange because I like the way I like how he ties into the movie. I'm going to put him underneath Guardians Volume 2. All right, Thor Ragnarok might be the funniest MCU movie that there is. This was a really great movie. I love the relationship between Hulk and Thor, the world that they were on. I love the whole environment of Planet Sakaar. Jeff Goldblum does a great job playing the Grand Emperor. What's his name? You know what I mean. It was a hilarious movie. I was laughing the whole time. Korg, my God, Korg is my guy, dude. But yeah, Thor Ragnarok, I gotta put it on A tier. My question is, I think I'm gonna put it right behind the first Avengers, right there. All right, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Definitely gonna be on A tier. It was a great movie. The story was awesome. Chris Pratt does an amazing job. Bradley Cooper voicing Rocket was excellent. Good times, funny laughs, just an all-around great movie. We're gonna put this one. Do I like it more than the first Avengers? I think I might, to be honest. We're gonna put it right here. Nothing in S tier yet. It's coming though. Don't worry. Iron Man 3. Let's see. Iron Man 3. It was probably my least favorite out of the Iron Man saga. Obviously, still a good movie. I still enjoyed it. I've still watched it multiple times, but it's probably on the bottom list for me on the Iron Man saga. So for Iron Man 3, we're going to go ahead and place this guy. It's going to be on B tier. We're going to place it right here above Captain Marvel. Iron Man 2. Now, I enjoyed Iron Man 2. Obviously I enjoyed it more than, I think it went in order. Iron Man 1, 2, and 3. So obviously you take that, you kind of look at where you're going to place it on the list here. But Iron Man 2, it was a great story. I liked the villain on this one. And, I liked the storyline, how he had to kind of improve himself, improve his suit, and just ultimately be able to save the day once again. Iron Man 2, great movie. We're still going to leave it on B tier probably, but we're going to put it in front of Doctor Strange right here. Now, Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1 holds a special place in my heart because it is the very first MCU movie that I saw back in 2008. Iron Man started my love for this franchise, and I didn't even know what it was coming to. I just fell in love with the movie. It was awesome. Iron Man, by far my favorite MCU character. Really close second would be Thor, but Iron Man 1 started it all. He's definitely. Am I gonna do it? Is this gonna be my first S tier? It's either S, guys. Let me tell you right now. It's between S tier or first slot on the A tier. I gotta go S because that started it all for me. That started my love for this whole universe. Iron Man is my first S tier movie. Moving that to the end there. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do Homecoming first since that one came first. So Spider-Man Homecoming, obviously the first installment of Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That is, obviously, you got Tobey Maguire, you got Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Which, let me know also in the comments down below who your favorite Spider-Man was played by. You got your Tobey Maguire, you got your Andrew Garfields, and you got your Tom Holland. Me personally, Tom Holland. I think he did a phenomenal job playing the character, both in the goofy but also like badass role. Tobey Maguire, I feel like he was more on the goofy side, and then Andrew Garfield was more on like the badass side. I think Tom Holland was a good in between, a little balance on all ends. So let me know in the comments below what you think about who your favorite iteration of Spider-Man is. But for Spider-Man Homecoming, it was a really great movie. Obviously introduced Spider-Man. I love that Iron Man was involved, so obviously that's brownie points for that because of Iron Man. It's going to be an A tier. We are going to put it... let's put it right here behind Guardians 1. I think that's a good place. Alright, now Spider-Man Far From Home was another good one. And, this, I feel like... I didn't like how it ended on a cliffhanger. But that just set us up for future movies, but it's been a while. It was still a good one. I like the villain in this one. I think it was well put together, awesome effects throughout this whole movie. Definitely wasn't better than the first one. This was post Iron Man, so he kind of went through that throughout all of it as well. We're gonna put Spider-Man Far From Home. Let's see. Is it gonna be a? That is a sequel. I think the Guardian sequel was better. But it was better than Iron Man sequel. We're gonna put it second slot on tier B. All right, now the first Thor here, better than Dark World. Introduces Thor. He comes to Earth. He's trying to learn everything. Blah blah blah. Finds a girl, saves the day. Typical superhero movie. It was well put together. It was, but still, I love Thor. I don't like his own movies though. Besides Ragnarok, not that I don't like him. Again, I haven't said it in a while. It's been a couple minutes. Incredible Hulk, terrible movie. But Thor, I'm going to put him. Ragnarok was better. I gotta put it oh man. Oh dude. I'm gonna put it right here. I think that's good. I kept going sliding back as I saw the movies. And I think right there is a good spot. All right, we got 3 left. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Really good movie. Obviously, this is when he was fighting Bucky. There was a lot of Captain America and Black Widow, trying to work together. I think, the whole best friend on best friend aspect was really cool. This is when he found out that he was actually still alive, Bucky that is. So I think this one was a really good one. In my opinion, the first Captain America was better. The sequels, as far as sequels go, I'm gonna put it right there. I think it was really well done. All right, final 2, and they're really easy for me: Infinity War and Endgame. And there's no debate here. They're both going in S tier for me. Listen, you could have combined both of these movies, and I would have sat through the whole time. 6 hours, 7 hours, I don't care. My ass wasn't gonna leave those seats. But I'll briefly explain why. So, this tied up 10 years in the making, right? Both these movies, obviously Endgame was the one, but Infinity War kind of put the foot in the door. But this was the end all to this whole story. 10 years in the making, right? And just for clarification, I'm gonna put Endgame here, Infinity War here, and then Iron Man there. Just so incredibly well done, bringing all the stories together. They at one point they had every single character that they've ever shown in Endgame, and I don't cry in a lot of movies. I don't cry typically ever in movies. I shed a tear in Endgame, and it's when my favorite character, bleep this out, died. Spoiler alert. But man, Infinity War, you know, just it got it started. I remember watching Endgame, those opening scenes with Hawkeye and his family. Oh God, man, Iron Man or the end of Infinity War when everyone was just disappearing. We're all wondering what the hell was going on. It was insanity. It was absolutely insanity, and ultimately a great way to end what has just been the best viewing experience for myself. And you know, I couldn't have asked for a better way for it to end. You know, obviously, you know, I would have loved for Iron Man to live, you know, but I think that was, you know, his legacy. That was the way he would have wanted to go out. And, you know, I love you all 3000. Oh man, but real quick, let's go through this real quick. These three on the top are not changing. Those are set in stone. That's how I want it to be. Civil War, Black Panther, Guardians, Volume 1, Spider-Man, Homecoming. Dude, to be honest, I think all of these are good. If anything, I would move Incredible Hulk down 5 more tiers, but that's just me. Um, But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to go ahead and do it. Leave a comment down below if you agree with me on any of this. Let me know your own opinions. And, you know, ultimately, I'm always down to talk about movies and shit. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and every other Saturday at twitch.tv/oTiempo. Link's going to be down in the description. As well, feel free to join our Discord. That link is also in the description, the Tiemp Fam server. We talk about a lot of random stuff. I love to talk about movies with you. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and ultimately just thank you guys so much for all the support you've been given in the YouTube videos as well in the live streams. You guys are amazing. But yeah, guys, it's going to go ahead and do it for me. It's been your boy Tiempo, and I'm out.